Nagaland News Network here is at the airport in Chimukadima, the Nagaland's lone airport, and right now the G20 delegates who had come for the business summit, which was held in Kohima yesterday, April 5th, they are leaving and departing from Dimapur to their respective countries and states. So as we witnessed for the cultural events and the whole extravaganza that was held, many of them had a lot to say about the business meet that was held as well as the cultural shows that were held, saying that it was more of a balance even though this was actually a business summit. Let's have a look at what they have to say. So how was your experience the last 2 days?
So firstly, it was a very warm welcome. It has been a very heartening experience to be here in Nagaland. Nagaland and Jamaica share a particular connection because the Indian High Commissioner to Jamaica is from Nagaland. And so it is great to finally be here and to meet people and to learn more about this marvelous and diverse culture.
So this time, the last 2 days has also been a more of a cultural extravaganza, if I should say, and not much of a one-on-one business-to-business meet. Would you say it did happen, or would you have expected a little more one-on-one business interactions?
No, I think it has been a fair mix of culture and business and learning. At the end of the day, business doesn't happen overnight, but meeting and connecting with people does. So it is those connections that one uses to build on to then create the business opportunities. But I would say that I've had the fair share of both.
What surprised you the most on this visit? Anything that really came across as a really surprising thing for you in Nagaland?
So my philosophy in life is not to have any expectations, no judgment. So nothing really surprised me. What impressed me was the diversity of ethnicities, of cultures, the proud history that you have. And of course, I especially liked the vistas that I saw in Kohima. Last night was a full moon, and I was able to see the full moon out over the valleys. It was very beautiful.
And what sectors are you looking at if you're planning to invest in your organization and your government? Any sectors that you would be very much interested after your visit in Nagaland?
So Jamaica and India have a long relationship, and our strategic sectors where we are seeking investment include logistics, infrastructure, tourism, healthcare, manufacturing, to list but a few. So all of these are an opportunity to further explore. I believe there's potential for collaboration between Jamaica specifically and Nagaland in the field of sport development. So that's an area that I think we could help Nagaland to achieve their next gold medalist at the Olympics.
I came here interested in the food processing sector. As a person from Assam, I know the flora and fauna here, and I think that there's a lot that Nagaland and Northeast can offer the world. So I thought I'd come in and explore that. But I think there's much more than just food and tourism that Nagaland can offer.
How has the last 2 days been in Nagaland, and how was especially the business meet that happened yesterday?
I think it was terrific. It was great display of what Nagaland can offer and what India can offer. It's very well organized. I think it was the right picture to show the world. So I was very impressed and pleased.
We've been getting word around, we were also present there, that it was more of a cultural extravaganza than more of a business meet. Of course, that is very important as well to show our culture, but then the main focus was more on that and not B2B interactions. Do you think that is true?
Business takes some time. You can't just expect deals to be signed in a day. I would say some aspects of it are true. There could have been more one-to-one meetings, but I think we are here to build relationships, and you can't just expect to be very business-minded and only talk business when you don't know the people who you're dealing with. So this was the right approach, in my opinion.
What are your expectations now that you've been here? Would you see anything happening fruitful?
I certainly hope so. I've talked to both the delegates and the local people and the government of India, and there is equal inclination from all parties to do something meaningful here. Bigger private parties like the Tatas and Birlas, I would say, are equally excited, as are some of the delegates outside. I'm not sure about a whole G20 investment, but I certainly came in and I'm going out with more inclination to do something here.
We have interest in renewable energy, in solar and in carbon trading, which is very new to the state. And our proposal to the state government has been that we will help afforestation, preserving the natural resources in terms of the forests, and doing carbon trading, so that the existing forests can be monetized without cutting them down or without causing any kind of environmental damage. So we work with a big consortium of companies globally, and we are looking forward to invest about 1,000 crores in the city in the state for renewable and green carbon trading. So that's what we're looking for.
I am Dr. Uttam Singhal from TWI Group of Company, an Indian Council of Business Chamber, Georgia.
So how was your whole experience this last 2 days in Nagaland?
It is a great hospitality, and all people of Nagaland have a very charming nature.
So are you interested in investing in any sector over here? What sectors are you looking at?
We already signed the MOU
In what sector?
in healthcare sector, and we are discussing about 4 or 5 sectors like carbon credits, logistic park, this tourism. We are under discussion, and maybe next month we'll make some good news.
What kind of amount are we looking at to invest in the States, sir?
I can't disclose right now.
Right.
But yesterday one MOU we signed off around 10 crores.
10 crore
Yeah.
MOU in the health sector?
Yeah.
Right. Do you think that this trip was more of a cultural extravaganza than a one-on-one business meet?
It's a combination of both. And it's a great trip.
The last 2 days were extraordinary. I mean, we had a set of expectations, but I must say the expectations were exceeded beyond compare. And the entire state machinery was amazing to work on. The infrastructure, settlement, the entire progress was very good. What was projected to us was far better delivered. And I think this is just the beginning. We have very, very positive signals from here, and we think the things are very reciprocative. And we would like to come back and explore more business opportunities here.
We've witnessed that the last 2 days have been more of a cultural extravaganza than more of a B2B one-on-one meet. And that was the whole purpose of this whole summit. But then would you like to comment on that?
I think it was a very perfect balance of both. We had the opportunity of interacting with the entire secretariat and the Honorable Chief Minister as well, and we understand he means business. So I think both these things have been very well balanced, and I'm very happy to say that we are very happy to be part of this event.
What sector were you looking at to invest in Nagaland, or what business aspects were you looking at?
We are into food processing from Nigeria. So we are seeking on how to diversify with also India and Nagaland in specific.
Are you planning to take Nagaland food to Nigeria, or bring Nigerian food to Nagaland, or anything in terms of processing?
No, Nagaland is a cultural city, and it's very heritage and a very long time. So, and it's an agrarian economy.
Yes.
So there are a lot of technology in food processing here in Nagaland that we want to harness that in Nigeria also.
I see that you're from Asai International. So is Asai International planning to invest any amount in Nagaland? And if so, what could be your look at which?
Just right now, we have already had seen how Nagaland is, and we have understood their economic situation here in Nagaland. And now it's ready for the company to go back there, and then we discuss and see how much we can invest here in Nagaland.
You did meet some entrepreneurs and business owners in Kohima this time, if I'm not mistaken. How do you think their products are in terms of the food processing products in Nagaland?
Yeah, I did meet entrepreneurs yesterday. It was yesterday we met the entrepreneurs of Nagaland. And each government, when each economy that wants to thrive, it has to help the people in terms of SMEs, that is small, medium enterprises. So I was really amazed with the level of the SMEs, the level of the entrepreneurs you are having here in Nagaland, most especially in Kohima, the level of advancement they had. So I was really impressed with them, and I have a few contacts with them. that we are building. Hopefully, we'll build a good relationship with them. Of course, I even left one right now from the hotel I came from. We had a little bit discussion on how we are going to move on between me and him.
I had a wonderful experience. It was nice, the culture, the music, and the food was a blast.
Ma'am, where are you from?
I'm actually from the US,
US, and then you are representing which organization?
Kaleidoscope Business Project LLC,
And what sector are you looking at to invest in Nagaland?
agriculture,
Agriculture.
yes.
And is there any idea in your mind now where to invest? Is there anything happening? Any fruitful project that you and your organization would like to come and penetrate into Nagaland?
Yes, for example, the rice wine or something that they use was something new.
Okay.
Was something
Ma'am,
new.
are you aware that we are actually a dry state? We're not allowed alcohol in the state. So were you aware of that? And if you are aware, do you think that us banking on rice wine, which is our cultural and local wine, should we also lift up that ban on alcohol?
Oh, sure, of course, of course. This is your culture, and you can't throw the culture away. And I believe that government allowed that to be showcased. So we saw that, and we can also collaborate. You have the rice cake and a lot of stuff that you do. That is interesting, really, and it's worthy of commendation.
Well, I'm Mahesh Saharia. I'm Honorary Consul of the Republic of Indonesia at Calcutta. We had a wonderful experience of B20 meeting at Kohima. We are thankful to Government of India, Government of Nagaland, and the CII for organizing it so wonderfully, meaningfully, with a lot of interest created on the progress made in the state of Nagaland and the potentials of Nagaland and the various programs that the government of Nagaland has. We had an excellent exposition, and I perhaps speak on behalf of all the delegates from abroad as well as in India, that we had a wonderful experience of cultural exposition of Nagaland, both in terms of cultural evening as well as in terms of being able to see the mini show. And there has been some very successful outcome also, as few of the countries have shown interest and have shown interest in terms of cooperating and working out with state government of Nagaland and the enterprises of Nagaland in various fields. So some of which will be available to you.
So there you have it. The G20 delegates have just left for their respective countries, and most of them have said that it was a mix of both cultural and business meet, one-on-one business meet, though some have also said, yeah, it was lacking a little bit behind with the one-on-one business interactions, but mostly they were also here for the culture and how much Nagaland has to offer in terms of their cultural showcase. We have also heard that many of them are interested in investing in the state. One person, a delegate, had also said that their company want to invest 10 crore in the medical sector over here, as well as another company has said that 1,000 crore for renewable energy in the state. Esther here with camera person. I am for Nagaland News Network.